where are you from? You know, it would just be just a conversation that really didn't help us for much. Didn't really do much for our sales. But we kept at it because we understood that that's where the trend was happening. And, you know, we created a Great Body Guarantee, then Power 90, then P90X. And then the web presence became more powerful. And they said, hey, Tony, you need to start a blog. Why? What is that? Well, it's like your own little personal article that you would write periodically for people to go to. Well, I don't know. Do they care? Yeah, sure. So you go in there, and then you'd write something, and you'd get 105 responses. Wow. You know, and then, of course, that's cool. And then, so before you know it, you know, Facebook came along, and, you know, I set up a website on Facebook, and presently I have 150 people. So if I write something or have an article, or I put a link in there, 150,000 people are going to see it. They're going to see what I like, what I think is important. You know, they're going to see a piece of advice that I get to communicate instantly. And guess how much that costs me after the website is made? Zero. Do we have to spend $1.1 million on media for P90X to do that? No. And the cool thing about social media is, because people, thanks a lot, thanks for coming. The cool thing about social media is, and about the internet, which is, you know, amazing, is that we don't have to spend $1.1 million on media in conventional ways. We get to actually, and you can tell because you can see how many sales you get in a week. I can tell by my royalty checks. If my royalty checks are really high in the low season, that means people are communicating through social media. If you go to YouTube and you type in P90X, there's not one, there's not a dozen. There's hundreds of videos that people make in their house by themselves, without producers, without directors, without lighting, without makeup. They just do it. They throw music in it, they make it really cool. They do their own editing. I'm preaching to the choir. You already know what all this is. And everybody starts talking. Everybody starts communicating. P90X is massive. It's as big as it is, not because we spend media on long-form infomercials. It's because people are talking on the internet.